Socotra, a place that not many people know exists. A place on the map that you have to zoom in really close to find out where you actually are, but yet a place of paradise. A place where only 3,000 people a year are able to visit. And yet here I am standing, one of the luckiest people on earth to be able to experience this raw, untouched nature. We arrive to a barren land. 7 days of zero connection to the outside world begins. We jumped into the car and drove 2 hours towards the other side of the tiny island. On the drive, I realized that in my vision book from when I was just 11, I had a newspaper cutout of Socotra. I added it then to the book without having a clue where this island is, and yet, all these years later, here I am.
We have just landed. We drove a couple of hours into the middle of nowhere. We're going to unwind and just soak in all the nature, raw nature. The whole place, for us and the locals, feels very, very real travel. That looks like snow, but it's actually desert with the most turquoise water around. Let's go for a swim.
Then the sunset falls. We explore the nearby sand dune. The shadows that form on the wall of the dune are a pristine work of art that nature carries out effortlessly.
Honestly, this so far is the most aesthetically pleasing moment I think I've experienced thus far. We have the sunset, we have dunes, we have shadows that are taking my breath away. So I just had to take some photos and I feel good. It's warm, but not too hot. Oh, I feel good. Should I roll down this? I can't stop. And we're good. Whoa. What about this one? Oh, that's so fun. Oh my god, it's so fun.
I also learnt today that Socotrians don't live in the past or future, they just live day by day, and they also don't experience stress. And yet us, in the West, we glorify our busy and stress-filled lifestyles. Verdict day 2, very well rested. Very.
that was the second biggest town in Socotra, which is wild. And I also just wanted to point out how rare it is still when I travel to meet locals that are very interested in tourists, because I think a lot of places are so oversaturated that this is very raw still, so they're very excited to see us, and we were surrounded by children. We actually had to go because the guide was like, we gotta go. There was a swarm of kids coming our way. That was really fun. That was really special. And the beautiful girls are so special. I just wanted to hug them. They're like actually captivating. I don't want to take photos of them right now because I'm just engulfed by how unique they are. And then you add the fog and the mist to it, and it just looks like I'm on another planet.
You find them in another area, but not many like here, because the weather here is special in monsoon time. July, August, September, always showers and foggy and cloudy. And this is the perfect for the dragon blood trees.
Well, Socotra, you've done it once again. Another amazing fact that I've just learned, though, about Socotra is that there's only 3,000 tourists a year that come to this island because the infrastructure is not perfect, so they can't really take on any more people. And so that's 120 people a week that visit. So it just makes it a little bit sweeter knowing that I'm one out of 3,000 people a year. A year that I hear. Just drove down with some epic four-wheel drives down this canyon. Really didn't know what to expect, and then we walked further in where the cars couldn't even go, and we ended up in one of the most unique locations I've ever seen in my whole life. I've never seen a mix of these elements together. The trees on the cliffs are spectacular, and we just got a nice little dip in fresh water. So very refreshing. The temperature here is breathtaking. And speaking to a whole bunch of people, this is everybody's favorite location because it is so unique. So just soaking it in now. Tonight is night 4, and we spend the evening so many hours with the group, talking, laughing, eating all together, and integrating the locals into our card games and our conversations. And this is what really warms my heart, because you get to witness the dissolving of borders, cultures, race, and this is what travel really is about for me. So today was an exceptional day. 5 a.m. really important to highlight that this is how we've been sleeping. Basically every single night we've been here, just open campsites. And not for a split second has it ever crossed my mind that there might be some danger. Like, I feel so safe. The locals here, they really live on a very peaceful island, so close to Yemen. It's so peaceful here though, and they pride themselves on being super detached from any conflict. So you can feel the peace everywhere. Even to the point actually that the Socotrians, whenever they go to Yemen, everybody just leaves them alone because they know they're their own little bubble. They speak their own language. They're just very, very detached from all of that world. So you're coming here is like a different space, and the people are extremely respectful, probably because of the lack of tourism and how valuable tourism here is for the economy during this time. So it's so special. I'm just so grateful. And now I'm gonna take some photos at sunrise because these sand dunes are spectacular. We have just driven like maybe 3-4 kilometers down this crazy windy road. The car has been smashing it. So impressive, up and down, like pretty nerve-wracking with how close we are to the edges and everything. I think we're really close. Yeah, really close to where we're meant to park, and then the car just goes boom. Battery's like, I've had enough. How did you know? That just broke down. Did you get it? Yeah. You got the full? Yeah. A further update on the situation. Literally, the car was in that spot, and he just casually gets in and rolls the car back, and then boom, smashes down. Yeah! We're back. Woo! Hi, Kyle.
We're back in action. My camera's packed away, so Sorelle's filming now. I'm not doing my job anymore. I'm done for the day, I think.
I quit.
I'll just use the GoPro. I'll make sure this is in the video.
This is easily one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen in my life. add to the magic, there's also a freshwater spring coming down, so you can see all the greenery that's flowing down. I don't think I understand the color combination, but yeah, it feels like a spot for divinity, God, something like that. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and I've traveled a lot. These are the dunes in Socotra, in the north, I believe. It meets a turquoise sea. Sometimes it's windy, so windy that it pushes all the sand up, and then when it rains, the sand comes back down the mountain, so you have these perfectly set dunes just here, right next to the most beautiful cliff face I've ever seen, and I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do with myself. It's flawless. I've never seen this before. And this is what happens when you travel to such remote destinations with so little tourism. You see things that you've never seen. Not on Instagram, not on YouTube until now. Flawless! I believe this is where we're camping tonight, and this is one of the most magnificent campgrounds I've ever seen in my whole life.
How can beauty like this exist? I'm overwhelmed. I'm lying in my tent, unable to comprehend what I saw today. The definition of flawless nature is Socotra. I woke up at 4 a.m. to start climbing up the steep sand dunes for sunrise. Naturally, it was flawless at the top. Pure dunes and blue water as far as you can see. The final activity for the day was hiking into the mountains to find another hidden gem, the freshwater infinity pool, another treat from nature amongst the scorching heat. Our campground was a 15-minute walk from there, lined with dragonblood trees and bottle trees. The only country on earth you'll witness these trees in.
How do you feel about it being the last camping morning?
least it's like a super epic one. This is like the coolest campsite we've been at for sure. In my opinion, at least.
That's what I said.
Yeah, canyon, trees, blue sky, not an excessive amount of wind or rain. It's perfect. So a little sad, I guess.
Aww.
As a bug lands right on my eyeball.
You can just admit you're crying. It's okay.
Here's a bug, isn't it?
I think I can echo all of that. It is a bit sad. We just developed like such a cool connection with the tour guides and the crew here, the other members of the group. It's really fun. Like, we're having a really good time. There's a lot of laughter, and just in time for all of it to come to an end. Yeah, Brittany, what's up? How's it going? Oh my god. Hey, baby.